Yeah, but they know that, right?
I mean, yeah, yes. That doesn't mean they're not going to at trial try and use it against us.
Listen, if they do that, then fuck them, man. What can we do? If that's the kind of people they want to be, and like you something that's completely out of our hands, and that's
I think I honestly, I probably think that's just gonna happen. But you know, we try our best. Yeah, I've got one picture of Seamus McCarthy. Honestly, there's no fucking point of even adding it into evidence. It's not even the same day. I think, honestly, the Seamus McCarthy charges don't even fucking matter that much. We're trying to get the chief, you know.
Yeah.
And I think we've got her on reckless with her own words.
Yeah,
It is a
what
mighty
she said
shame
in
that all
the.
this fucking evidence is gone. We had such a solid case that
I
just
know it's alright.
just melted in front of my eyes, just fucking turned to dust in front of my eyes. It was a mirage in the desert.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I said, Peters, last time I talked to him, said that he probably, you know, intends on not being around very much, probably going to quit. And then I asked him if he intends on being co-counsel still, and he has not responded or not came around, not said anything. So,
I haven't seen any reports. When was the last report that the chief of EMS? Have a look.
oh, she hasn't been around.
Hasn't been around since that day.
She suspended herself, remember? If she tried to unsuspend herself, I would put an injunction, you know?
Should we argue dereliction of duties?
No.
I mean, we didn't suspend her. She suspended herself.
Apparently, it's per SOP there that they must be suspended if they're
Okay.
investigated.
I don't know what a call sign is. You know?
I have no idea. Then, every time I try to talk to the chief, it ends up in full-blown terrorism. There was this Lil Tug's serial terrorism thing with Jose Gerardo, possibly being linked to this Firestarter stuff. Because the man on the phone called himself the Firestarter, I believe. Yeah.
Wait, who was this?
Stuff. It was full-blown terrorism at the march. I'm just going over some things that are kind of like happening on the side, which is basically like a bunch of just full-blown terrorism on the side with like the League of Evil and now this whole Firestarters organization that's been putting out these twats that Betty was talking to us about earlier.
Yeah, what do we know about those guys?
I have a state marshal report about them. It's just called the Firestarters. It is 27919. I've got every time I've seen them post. I am gonna put hers in there when I put it in there. Possibly could be connected to Michael Bazin in some way based on a conversation with Nino. Oh yeah, also he wanted me to give him a budget. He said to fucking Barrett gave him one and he was asking for another one. And then I was gonna give him a budget that included a Super Volito, you know, the 4-seater helicopter for us.
Wait. I don't like being, especially not this close to the election. We can't be giving anything to Nino.
I mean, you know, I didn't give it to him yet. I was gonna ask you. It doesn't look dodgy. He was asking all of the. He asked every department if they need anything.
No, I know what you mean, but like, even if we take money from him now and he gives us $10 million the day before he's no longer mayor, isn't it? Do you think that looks dodgy?
Not necessarily. I mean, if it's all documented, everything, you know. And
yeah, no, but the next mayor might argue, oh, he emptied the bank account. You know what I mean? He gave money to these departments.
They have $600 million.
In that account,
there's no argument. Yeah, something like that. Yeah, so.
I'm hold on. I can't find the VV yet.
I've been auditing these counts every month. At the first of every month, I've been getting every single one of the accounts, putting them in that bank subpoena thing we got. But yeah, I didn't send him anything. Waited to talk to you about it. If we don't want to do it, we won't do it.
I think we can do a budget thing, but let's wait until the next May. I don't think there's a lot of point doing it in Nino. Let's wait until whoever comes next, and we can have a proper chat and sort that relationship with them and be like, hey, no, we need this kind of money. I think that's just better. What's the word? A better etiquette to if in 6 days a new mayor's going to come in and see, holy shit, he just sent, millions of dollars to these people and I don't know why. I don't want to do that to whoever's going to be the new mayor. I'd rather just wait until the new mayor comes along and be like, okay, let's,
Well, hopefully they're, amicable and they want to work with us,
I mean, be even better. We get a director and that would be better,
What do you mean we have one?
An actual director, not an interim.
Oh, okay. Yeah, well,
Wait.
I don't think that's going to happen.
Go to VV's profile. Go to employment log.
Her profile and employment log? Yeah, what about it?
Are you reading it?
Yeah, fired. Yeah.
2 days ago?
Who could have possibly done that?
I don't know. I'm just, I couldn't, I tried searching her name in the MDT, so I was like very confused as to why that happened. And then I remember her access.
Impeachment done.
I mean, we were successful, I guess. Her access wasn't removed when I did it. I just removed.
Big W. Work job done.
How the fuck has that happened?
Job done. Doesn't get much easier than that. Bodies just dropping in front of me, left and right. Doesn't get much easier than that, does it? They just do your job for you, don't they? That's good work. That's what I call that. That's good work. She shaking in her boots so much she done fired herself probably.
I mean, is that what happened? I don't know. I wish we could see.
Isn't there like a supreme overlord of EMS? Some like nameless faceless like director, like board of director thing.
There is a board of directors, but that's for the hospital. I don't think that's EMS.
Then who can possibly fire?
I don't know. I don't know. I don't think anybody could. I think that was the whole point.
And it's kind of annoying because we see the access removed rank. You can't see the history though, can you?
I'm trying to think about who we can get in contact with this. Who was the next in line in the EMS succession?
Savannah Wells.
Savannah. I think we need to contact Savannah.
Yeah, that's my first thought, yeah.
So you're normally around later on in the day, so if you see it tonight, see if you can find out about that. Because, I mean, I'm happy to still push the charges, you know what I mean? But at the end of the day, if she's fired, then...
That is what the ultimate goal was.
Was to get someone out of a position who was abusing that position. Yeah.
At the end of the day, I don't think... I
don't particularly care about the charges, but it might look better if we don't go ahead and pursue them. Do you know what I mean? I don't know.
At the end of the day, also our fucking evidence is...
Yeah, I think
we've got her on reckless, and we can push the reckless. We could drop the impeachment because she's already fucking fired.
Yeah, the reality is she's not getting hired after 30 days anyway. Let's talk to EMS. Let's find out what happened, and we'll go from there.
I agree, but we have this docket. They are imminently awaiting us to schedule on the docket. So what do you want to do about that?
Now listen, she didn't post for fucking 3 weeks, man. They can wait another 24 hours.
All right. I think it might be more than that, but I think it's been like a week since I haven't answered. So.
Oh, really? Okay.
Might be like 5 days. It might be like 5 days.
Yeah. Let's just Well,
I
you'd be
mean,
fine.
we can solve this easily. All you got to do is enter in on the docket as assistant counsel and just put your availability. Just make sure it's not within anybody else. Make sure it's like an hour gap, maybe, you know, just an hour overlap. Just enter us
go
into
through the
scheduling
effort
hell.
of finding out everybody's schedules and then finding the gaps in it just to
Exactly.
post. Yeah.
Exactly. Oh yeah, I'm available exactly when you're all not.
Oh yeah, that's a good idea, man.
Yeah, that's how we delay this.
Okay, that's interesting.
I mean, besides that, yep, I've been using shotguns, thermals. I've been running tactical squads, blowing up, killing terrorists, killed multiple terrorists. Dead. I mean, dead, no pulse, dead.
Very impressive.
Yeah, it's been. You know, I wish you could have been there. I wish you could have
Ooh.
also had thermal goggles and a shotgun.
I'm gonna call Perry.
And smoke grenades.
Listen, I'm gonna do my best to start coming around more later in the evening.
I mean, especially during the crazy ops. I mean, come on.
Listen, Gunner, when you get up to my age, there are some things that you can't miss out on, man. I was on a date with my husband, okay? And I don't skip that for nothing. No terrorists, no nothing.
Not even killing terrorists?
Nuh-uh. There's nothing more important to me than my husband, man. You'll get a person one day. You'll understand it.
What do you mean? You've met my wife? You've literally, and then you aired her out.
Wait, hold on. Angela Adams, isn't that EMS?
Yeah, something like that.
Oh, hold on. I'm gonna call Angela.
This is
Hello,
Angela.
Angela, this is Richard Dawk with the Marshal Office. How are you?
I'm okay. How are you, Marshall?
I'm good. Quick little inquiry. It's on the whole Chief Evie case, really. I couldn't help but notice when I was looking through some stuff that there is on her profile it says that she's been fired.
Yes, sir.
How has that happened?
The chief of EMS was notified by someone.
I want to be in the firing
chief in
squad
EMS,
for Jose
Savannah,
Gerardo. They're trying to give
Wells
him
was
death
notified by
penalty on the
someone
docket.
higher in government that this termination had been processed.
Oh.
Yes,
so
sir.
like the Department of Medicine came in and was like, no, you are out of here.
The Department of Medicine had said it had stretched on for 2 months. It was impacting department morale, so they made the executive decision that it needed to happen.
Okay, so she's gone.
Yes, sir.
And okay, what is the EMS SOP on? Okay, I'm gonna ask 2 questions. Who's the chief now?
Savannah Wells. She was the
she-
deputy chief. She is now the chief of EMS.
And that's stable. There's no like vote or anything coming around there.
Correct. There's
Right.
going to be interviews held, I believe, for the deputy chief position soon. But as far as her role as chief, that is secure. There are no impending elections or anything.
Okay. So there's no pending elections. Okay, and then so in terms of VV, what is the SOPs on EMS rehiring anybody who's been fired?
I am what you eat.
So that's
What the
typically visited on a case-by-case basis. When
Right.
a medic separates from the department, they are listed as eligible for rehire or not. I believe, due to the circumstances surrounding this, that it was a not in her case.
She's not going to be rehired.
Correct.
Okay.
I don't know that for 100%, though. I would have to speak with Savannah to make sure, since I did not process the offboarding or anything.
Okay.
But I believe that should be the case. She is typically around in about 6 or 7 hours from now. She is late shift 2, early shift 3-ish.
Okay. Well, I'll speak to you. You're the next in line after Savannah, right?
I'm a lieutenant, but I'm also running for SAMA director unopposed currently.
Opposed by Perry?
No, unopposed.
Oh,
Perry stepped
unopposed.
down, and Perry was going to have me shadow her for the last couple of weeks while she was still director, but then they didn't have any legislation meetings.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I guess we shut up and on and change. We were following up because obviously we got this case pending against the chief, which was
absolutely.
It was our road to impeachment, obviously, with like the felony and if she got charged, and obviously the stuff that she did as well. But if she's been removed, fired without the possibility of rehiring, yeah, I think we'll have a chat with Savannah about it as well, but we're kind of evaluating what we're going to do with that case, because obviously the main goal here was to see some accountability for the chief, and that's happened, so that's a success, even if it took a while.
There's not been any personal accountability, if that makes any sense. And I don't know if she's been fully notified that this has occurred either.
But how would she not have been notified? I thought the Department of Medicine told her to no, or has it just been done on your end?
They told that to Savannah, and stuff was done on EMS's end, but I don't know what all has been done on the other end.
Okay. Interesting. All right, well, I'll see if I can find some stuff out about that. But regardless, whatever we plan on doing, we'll try and keep you guys in the loop, all right? But listen, I just wanted to transparency after I saw that on our record, and I was like, what the hell's going on here, you know?
No, absolutely. And I will ask Savannah to reach out to, would it be yourself or Gunner, or is there someone else she should be looking for?
Yeah, myself or Gunner. I think Gunner's probably going to be the best point of contact given the time that she's around. But I'll maybe see if I can come around early and catch her.
Right.
But in terms of when was the last time you had contact or anybody had contact with the chief? Was there any internal communications from her?
All right. Sorry about that. I was in a very loud area. What was that again, sir?
When was the last time EMS received contact from the chief?
So like formal contact, speaking with her, I don't think has happened in quite some time, possibly nearing a month and a half, 2 months now, basically since the incident.
Mm-hmm.
I've had some informal communication with her where at some point she went before a judge, a justice. I'm not sure who, when, or how, but I woke up one morning and I was the new owner of the EMS business account that she had been the owner of.
Oh, okay.
So there has been some, at least divestments of her position prior to this.
Okay.
Because that got transferred over, so everyone was able to get paid. But any attempts to communicate have not gotten any answers. Text, calls, even emails to her official account have all gone unanswered.
Damn. All right.
Yeah.
Okay, and that all the money was in order, right?
As far as I can tell, I due to the elections, I've not been able to get a hold of anyone from the mayor's office to see if a transfer for the EMS budget for June ever occurred. But the May transfer, I can confirm, did occur and was in the account when I received it.
Wait.
So
all right, perfect.
as long as they did not transfer the, I think it's like 1.8 mil for June, then everything is all good. But if that was transferred, then that is missing funds.
We can have a look into that and figure that whether or not that happens. Okay, Angela. Well, thank you very much. I appreciate it. Like I said, we'll be in contact with you guys to make sure you're in the loop. All right.
All right. Thank you so much. And I will make sure that Savannah reaches out to yourself or Gunner as soon as she sees the message.
Okay, perfect. Thank you very much.
All right. Take care.
You too. Bye-bye. Wow. Okay, do you hear that?
Flores called me while I was listening to you, and he's on his way here right now. He's here, actually. He's already here.
Nice.
Yeah. I gotta go use the loo.
No, she's gone. She's gone now.
Yeah.
Hello?
I have a feeling Flores is gonna want to talk to you.
Probably.
Probably.
That's interesting development, huh? Oh, she's gone. Yeah, she's fully fired. Public access. There really needs to be like a history on here. Because it kind of sucks that there isn't. I'll be honest there. Oh, there you are. Gonna tell me you're coming up. You try and call me and then you can get through.
Yeah.
Come on, there's this guy down here.
We're gonna go.
He went to PP.
Ah.
How you been, man? You been good?
Yeah, I've been pretty good.
What you been up to?
Pushing forward a few things, primarily helping out the LSPD when I can. But, yeah, helped with a clown's terrorism case, helped in a more tertiary role with the Princess Elena case, just, you know, sharing some facts over and being kind of a bridge for information between our department and the LSPD since they were prosecuting.
Mm-hmm.
I think all in all,
cases?
Well, the Tang Wu impeachment has. I mean, it hit a wall a long time ago. Yeah, because how do I word this? The subpoena request was not a super high priority. The whole point of it was to bar this individual from ever holding a government position ever again. But because of the lifestyle choices they've made, I don't think that'll ever happen anyway. So the case kind of wrapped itself up, but I got it to the point as far as I could bring it, essentially, up to getting that subpoena signed. But the state IT company isn't gonna deliver that request if it's not, you know, actually important. So,
What do you mean lifestyle choices? What's happened to him?
I'm fairly certain this individual has become a felon. So, yeah, last I checked, unless they got an expungement. Oh yeah, criminal use, robbery, high security, criminal possession class 2. Yeah, there's no way this person's getting hired again. So, but the whole reason why we even pushed to a subpoena in the first place was because we noticed the altering of his DNA. The subpoena was to prove that he did it himself.
But do we have an accurate DNA sample now or not?
Yes, yeah, we do.
Oh wait, let's get there.
Yeah. Listen, beyond that, like, the unfortunate reality is that, as Gunner knows, I am conflicted on a lot of the current cases, but whatever I am able to help out with, I always try to.
Okay. All right. Sounds good, man. So just to clarify, they got no current cases right now. I can update the case.
Yeah, let me take I'll just mark the Tang Wu stuff as wrapped up, just because this person's not a felon. But But yeah, again, like I said, I've been trying to help out on the ones that I can, even if, you know, if that's more like LSPD cases than the Marshall ones, because like Gunner can attest, I'm conflicted out of a lot right now. But yeah, I mean, the LSPD ones, I try to only really attach myself to the one that are high priority and would still technically fall more into the realm of our purview, like the Princess one, you know, government employee, potential corruption, etc.
Yeah.
But look, the reason I bring all this up, and I don't mind saying this in front of Gunner either, When Bear was still around, he and I had a chat where he basically said, you know, we see you putting in the work when you're around. We just need you to be around more. We know that you're serious about this, and we envision that the full marshal position comes with a bit of tenure. So we just want to be absolutely sure of you before we offer that to you. I have been around since I've been putting in the work. Like I just outlined on all these things. I am serious about this. I do believe that I am ready to be a full marshal, and would love to get your thoughts on that.
Okay, from my point of view, there's a difficult spot here because obviously I'm shift 3 into 1. You are shift 1 into 2, and so there is an aspect of the whole activity thing that is very difficult for me to be able to evaluate, right? And I'm sure if Craig was still here, he'd be able to be like, you know, you've been around, you've been doing this, doing that, easy. It's more difficult for me, who's not in your shift. What I can't just be like, okay, you know, you're telling me you've been around more, sure, go ahead, right? There needs to be a level of, I'm sure you understand, there needs to be a level of evidence, I guess. And listen, all the work that I've seen you do is top tier, as we expect from everybody in the marshal office. I can't verify what you do or how often you do it when you are not in my shift, and that's, you know, partially on me. I'll hold my hands up, you know, maybe I should be around more later. I am happy for you to move forward on some conditions, maybe, or maybe I won't put it like that. I think you're ready to be a full marshal, but going off the Craig thing, I'd like to see you handle a few, like, I want you to have some active cases of your own. I don't just, as much as I want to support the LSPD and the BCSO, I want us to be independent of them and acting on our own stuff. So let's get you, or maybe I won't even say that because I don't want to hand it on a silver platter. Go out, get yourself some cases, wrap them up in the next week or so if you can, and then no issue. I just want to see some stuff myself. You know, you were Craig's area of expertise. I think just get some of your own cases versus just assisting the PD. I don't doubt your abilities. I just want to make sure there's that check, you know, dotting the I's, crossing the T's, checking balances. Yeah. I just want to have you, even if it's just one case, you know, there's a lot of shit going on right there. I mean, I don't know whether you've seen stuff with the DOJ. You know, they've got this whole, there's a lot of stuff with the DOJ going on right now that could come into question. With the, now, you know, I don't want to say anything. I don't want to make it easy. All I want to say is, okay. I think, I've no doubt in your ability, Flores. I think just my advice or my requirements, I guess, if I want to be serious about it, would be, don't necessarily stop assisting PD with investigations, but I want you to have investigations of your own. And if you can show me that and you show me what you can do in front of me, consider this a final eval, and we can go from there. Yeah? Is that okay with you?
Yeah, I mean, my thoughts on that are, like, me coming to you, like, right now, outside of my normal time, is because I also recognize that, you know, our schedules don't really line up. And that's why I'm being so verbal about the things that I've done, because it's the only way so far for me to show you. Because, like you said, you know, I should take something else on and get it on paper. I totally get that.
Yeah.
I would also point you to the Cassie Carlisle investigation I did. I mean, that was my first major case, so it's been a while, but I think that did set the standard of my work, and you know, I'm continuing to build off that, but I think it was a very good baseline.
No, I agree. I remember reading over it with Craig, and you know, we both agreed that, you know, you know your shit, man. You know your shit. I think what the whole, I think, to kind of, in my mind, to verbalize the way I see the full marshal position is, as a deputy marshal, I'm gonna I'm gonna check in quite often, and then as a full marshal, I think there's a lot more independence there in terms of like running your own case and stuff. And I don't think you're not independent. I just want to see the evidence that you are independent.
Sure.
And a lot of what you've said to me today is, I've been helping out here, I've been helping out there, and helping out that, which is great and exactly what we want. But I also want to say, I also want to hear you say, okay, I've been working on this case. I found this, or I looked into this and developed this case. I just want to see that. All right.
Yeah. No, look. I'll be very blunt, and I'll say it again. Like, I want to take on cases. It's not a matter of passion. It's just what I'm.
I get it. You don't like terrorists, man. You don't like the faces. You're allergic to terrorists, man. I get it. I get it. I get that there's difficulty there. So I guess the difficult work for you is going to be finding stuff that avoids confliction. But I'm sure you can.
No, it's definitely out there, and like you said, it's just a matter of me finding it. So I will make that my priority. I'll go out there and I'll find the stuff to work.
Yeah, listen, I appreciate you coming around out of your normal shift, man. That's not gone unnoticed, all right. And we're in a very difficult spot in the marshal office. We are, we're without an official director. The state's left us hanging for a while. We have to, like every single person in the marshal office has to be top of their game, and we've got to be working together on stuff.
And I wouldn't want you to give this to me if you didn't think I was ready. I also want to make that clear.
Exactly. And I think that's my thing is like, I don't know whether I can make that judgment call yet. And I think once you've shown me some stuff, then we're chilling. We're good. And I've seen it, and I can passionately say that you are 100% ready for the full marshal position. But I wouldn't want to do it without, a
final email.
Exactly. Yeah, you got it. Got it. Okay.
Yeah, I jokingly, in the recent aid that I've been providing to the LSPD, I jokingly dropped some hints that, maybe some people that have that investigative knack should come on over to this side of the pond. And, Gunner was there, but I was stirring, I'll admit it. I was doing some stirring.
You think we need that?
Well, they've been stirring with us nonstop. Don't give if you can't take.
I mean, I don't disagree with you whatsoever, but we have to be the bigger man. Okay?
I understand. It was all in jest, and I clarified it after. But Opal may have been a little hydrated, and I may have made some jokes with her and whatnot. But she understood them as such, and it was all fine.
All right, good there. Yeah, I think what
there
needs to go on.
There was some TRT drama, and so it was just a little jest during
I see.
a prime opportunity for it.
Great. Yeah, we gotta be as apolitical as we can, otherwise shit gets fucking. Gunner's already thrown me under the bus with Maxwell.
What do you mean? I did what you told me to.
No, listen.
I followed orders like you say I don't.
Okay, listen. This is what happened. Okay, I'm gonna lay out what happened. Gunner has been very.
You told me you didn't.
Listen, hold on. I bet to give you a compliment. Gunner's been handling this Faces stuff and the Oracle stuff 10 out of 10. All right, he's been a lone wolf. He's been handling it excellently. He's been working with the PD. And they've been doing these operations, and then I'm there, looking at his plan, and I see a name on the list, and I see Haley Maxwell, and I say, I don't like that you've added Maxwell. I don't trust her. I don't trust her very much. I've got my own reasons for it, but it's done. It's done now. Mm-hmm. And then, I was expecting you guys to carry on with it. Just, you've done it now. You can't backtrack it. And then
I did. Though.
And then Gunner backtracked, and then waffling and saying
there was no backtrack.
Doc doesn't trust Maxwell.
The position you saw her in, she was in the whole time. That never changed. I gave her temporary access to a report that I did not change as well.
Oh, is this the MITF?
The what?
The Marshall Inquiry Task Force?
Yes.
The MITF?
Yeah, I listen. So Gunner's thrown me under the bus, and then
there was no bus. If anything,
Tommy, out of the train.
If anything, I pushed you out of the way of the bus and I jumped in front of it.
Oh, that's why the chief wants to speak to you, right? Right, he doesn't want to speak to you, does he? He wants to speak to me yet.
Oh, but did I not say that I was gonna stand by whatever decision you made? Did I not say that?
Yeah, and I appreciate that. I appreciate you having my back. Oh,
I will say when it comes to the task
I'm giving you the freedom
force,
to make the decision. Okay, that's it, Dark. I'm giving you the freedom to make your decision. If you want to let her in, that's fine. If you want to not let her in, that's fine too. And I'm gonna support you either way. Is what I'm saying.
Thank you. Flores, what was you saying?
when it comes to the task force, right? Like I just admitted, I did a little bit of stirring. But one thing that the PD jumped on themselves of their own accord was thinking that the task force was a pipeline program to hire PD officers.
Oh.
D-Link came up to me and goes, so what does this mean? Is she going to be a marshal in about 2 weeks? And I was like, yes. But then immediately I was like, no, not actually.
Oh, damn it. That's Silas. I mean, goddamn Silas. These people, these Silas shit. I can't recover. I apologize. Anyway, so, where were we?
Don't worry, it's okay, Jim.
D thinking that
yes,
we were trying to poach marshals to a task force.
Yes. Okay, so, yeah, I'm gonna get some heat for it, and maybe you guys will too, but I do not trust, Haley Maxwell, and so I'm not gonna give her those permissions, man. I'm just not gonna do it.
Mm-hmm.
If they
well,
wanna...
just so you know, that probably means that everybody under her chain of command is either not going to be able to work with us, or if they do work with us, is just gonna tell Maxwell.
Well, that's fine then. They
anyway.
won't get access to our information, our provisions, or anything else that we can offer.
That sounds insane. Like the lack of professionalism on that. Like Haley has been so outspoken against leakers and all this kind of stuff. She understands herself that there is some people. It's not even that there's some people in PD that you don't trust, is that you want to keep the circle as tight as you can to avoid information leaking, right? That she should know that as a lieutenant, that that's a thing. And so she shouldn't be personally affected that she's not included. It just shouldn't. I mean, why does she even have to be involved?
What she feels like is that you have no reason not to trust her. You know, I don't know what reasons you have, you know.
I told you already that it's
specific reasons.
It's her general attitude towards.
So you just don't like her vibe. That's what I'm getting.
I don't think her.
You don't like her vibe.
I don't think.
Give her the vibe check failed tag.
So vibe check, Marshall vibe check failed is what you're saying.
Yeah, Marshall vibe check. We need our own tag.
That's what it sounds like, because it sounds like you honestly, at the end of the day, don't have any solid reasons other than vibe check failed. Which, if that's it, I mean, that's it. You know, that's it. That's fine.
I kind of see where he's coming from based on what I've seen in the field and at MRPD. I've observed some things myself, but I do not want to turn this into a tea session because that is unproductive.
Listen, what I've seen of Maxwell is someone who jumps to conclusions, is very hot-headed, and often causes more problems than solutions, and that's not the kind of person I want having access to this information. She was involved...
Is that what you'd like me to repeat verbatim if the chief asks me?
Don't repeat nothing. Just say, speak to dog, okay?
All right.
Don't speak for me, Gunnar, okay?
Yes, sir. Never again.
Then you don't get in trouble either, all right?
Okay, yeah, that's perfect. That's what I've said anyway. That's what I've said anyway. I've said I can't make these decisions.
This is not the kind of the thing imagine we've had all this investigation for months without issue, and then we bring the LSPD in for 2 weeks.
This is the tiniest little issue anyway. It's like this is so overblown.
I didn't even think about it.
No, they've got bigger issues.
Well, I mean, because you didn't know about it till I fucking brought it up.
They keep trying to raid big gangs, and these gangs keep somehow finding out about the raids ahead of time.
That is. How the fuck have I got a parachute? When did you give me a parachute?
Oh, I give it to you. Yeah, you're welcome. That's standard issue now, by the way. I've got the hookup on parachutes.
Okay,
what?
Nice.
Okay,
that's good then.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was there for the Besties raid, and it was I think you were there too, Flores, right? That was
we were in the same car. We had there was the amazing call from Tyler Peters to drive down Palomino into the line of fire.
Yeah, it was pretty. But I'll be honest, if our tire didn't get shot out, we would have made it. We would have done it.
Yeah, I was taking that right hand turn and they shot my left tire and I just spun out.
Yeah, which was a really effort. I was talking to King about that the other day. The PD are really having some problems with raiding gangs, and like there needs to be some kind of solution to that. Like King was even saying that sometimes you'll lock down a property, but because someone's inside, it's not locked down, and they can just clear it out.
So I assisted Opal on a manor raid where there were 2 separate calls of an individual in the house after it was locked down. So Gunner, Opal, and I did a little bit of a God, how do I word this? Some field testing in Opal's house with her consent, of course, to lock it down and see if we had any local guards that would go in and kind of give her the boot out of her property. She had the feeling that if she fell asleep in her home, she could wake up there under lockdown.
I see. But what about, like, would she able to get out the house?
No, the door is locked. So that's what happened with the manor raid. This guy was locked in, 911, and TRT assembled enough units for like an actual raid, because in the past they've had people wake up in these properties and run out with stuff.
Fuck it hell, okay.
So they assembled a whole squad. There were manor members waiting near Grove Street, but we had like 5 people with guns drawn on the door, and the guy just walked out and consented to a frisk. But still probably ran out with some stuff that just wasn't weapons. I think it got raided later. But Opal's line of sight or line of thinking was like, I can't outright search him. Or at least she didn't think she could articulate that. So she just frisked him and he had no weapons. So she just let him go. But that's a whole thing.
Yeah, I do think we need to try. I was thinking about, like, do we do like night raids where we turn up as a fucking Goober driver and knock on the door to see if anyone's home, and then lock it down, and then do that kind of thing, or even that kind of thing, and we do like actual stealthy raids where we go into a property, we go there, lock it down, and then we go inside, lock the door behind us, search everything, and then we have an extraction team type shit. But the issue is, if they're around, they're gonna come home, not be able to get in the house, and then they're gonna be like, oh shit, what the fuck is going on, and then it's gonna be a slaughter. So there's not a lot of good solutions, I'll be honest. But I do think that we need to figure out, and the PD needs to figure out, how the fuck these gangs are finding out about these raids so quick.
Well, I just hope it's not a person, because then if you go to the people and are like, you need to stop, we need to figure this out, then they're not gonna come forward and be like, oh yeah, that was me, I told them. No one's gonna say that. So
yeah, there needs to be a way of tracking shit. I don't know, maybe there needs to be like a fake search warrant or something done with certain people.
Put some bait out there to lure in
and then
the fish.
But the issue is, like, let's say these officers who are leaking are on duty, then whoever's looking into this has to keep track of, potentially 30, 40 cops. Like, are they going to a payphone right now to let them know? You know what I mean? Like, are they texting people? Like, it's so difficult to keep track of that stuff. I mean, there's always the option of giving each individual officer a different piece of information and seeing which one gets found, but with the amount of officers in PD, that's an improbability. By the way, I think we've got a lot of work to do at the minute, and there's not a lot of us. Peters doesn't seem to be around much. I think he's got some shit going on back home, so we can't rely on him really. What's his face? Yeah, the other bloke, the American guy, Gunner, not you. I'm so bad with names.
Who?
Chief?
The Lee, what's his name?
Oh,
Ray
Ray
Lee.
Lee.
Ray Lee, yeah, he's
I
got
haven't
around.
seen
006
him in
Marshal
probably,
Ray Lee.
probably 4 or 5
Yeah.
months.
Crystal Bordier as well.
3 months. 3
008.
months.
Yeah, those guys. I haven't seen them. She retired. Barrett retired.
Oh, is there like an activity check?
What do you mean? There is an activity on the roster, yeah. So
Oh
it will
no,
be
I
up.
meant like, you know.
What are you saying?
Hey, that could be
Nothing.
part of our hiring campaign. We say, hey, we got these cool call signs that are now available. You know, you could be a 00.
I was saying this to Gunnar, and I don't know whether you agree or disagree, but I do not feel comfortable hiring people into a department that is so, like, we are so unstable right now. We've been without a director since October last year.
That's 7 months.
No, that's longer. That's 9 months, man. We could have had a baby in
Yeah.
this time.
Yeah, but what doesn't make any sense
Would have
is
been the
not
fourth act of
hiring
Marshall.
anybody, not hiring anybody, expecting that, you know, right around the corner stuff's gonna change. Which,
Yeah, but imagine
the pattern
imagine,
has shown that
okay,
it will not.
here's an example. Imagine the LSPD. All right. Imagine we hire Opal from the marshal
I
office,
just think
right?
you're planning on the worst
Okay.
case. You know, you're
No,
planning
hold
on
on,
the
let me-
worst
Hold on,
case.
let him do this
Let me give my
hypothetical. 'cause I
hypothetical.
like where this is going.
Let's say we hire Opal, right, as a marshal, all right, and then in 2 days' time, the state comes in and says, you know what, we don't want the marshal office anymore, and it gets completely dissolved. But Maxwell has now got an agenda against Opal for leaving LSPD, and Opal can't get rehired to the police department anymore. And then Opal's living on the streets and she's homeless.
Again, I think these are
honestly-
the worst case scenario, which I just do
Okay.
not think is gonna happen.
My take on that is that is an extreme hypothetical.
Yes.
But if we were going to get closed down by the state, they would have done it already. It's been 9 months, like you said. I think we are well within our rights to
governor.
just, you know, maybe, but we are well within our rights to continue operating. I see no reason as to why we shouldn't hire people as long as they come with experience and tenure. Like, we're not going to hire a Joe Schmo off the street, like, you know, when I interviewed Dallas Bean, but...
Remember when the governor came around and it was supposed to be about the impeachments of the justices, but it seemed like the only thing he gave a shit about was the marshals and their director. That's the vibe I got. Because the only thing he gave any shit about was why we don't have a director, how we're gonna get a director, and then that's when he took the DOJ out from having any control over the marshal office. So I think to say that the governor is going to come around and all of a sudden say, well, I don't give a shit about this office is a little short-sighted.
You underestimate the governor. But I agree with you, but again, don't underestimate the governor on these things, okay?
I think, if anything, you know, he's going to come around and probably be like, why is this department in ruin? Why is there nobody here?
I do think we should hire. I think if there's people that have experience, like recent good experience, that want to, you know, at least try it out. Maybe we make like a trial program. I don't know.
Just lay out to them what you just laid out to us. You could be fired tomorrow. We do not know. It is uncertain.
All right, listen. I will. You guys are all this department at the end of the day, so I will take your advice. Give me a couple days to look things through and everything, and try and get some budget stuff sorted so we can actually pay people. And we'll get something sorted for hiring. If you guys think we should hire, then we can start.
I do.
I think we should all systems go. We should be fucking, you know, fully engaged as a department. That's what
Let's get it out the mud. Like, let's start. Like you said, it's really just us three that are active, and of us three, like, I'm probably the least active. But even I'll say, like, it doesn't have to be just us three. Like, we can put in the work and we can get it to a better spot.
What I think is the vibes need to be right for the people we hire. That's all I ask, is that the vibes are right.
Because here's the thing, Dark. Like, cops and some people in the general public love to say, oh, what do the marshals do? What do the marshals do? And I said this to a cop the other day. I said, they love to say that, but they don't have access to our reports, so they don't actually know what we do. So it's not an educated stance. But a more visible way, and not that we need to prove anything to them, but a more visible way for them to see our department doing stuff is by bringing in new talent.
Okay, I agree. I can agree with you there. All right, then let's do it. I want you guys to keep an eye out on people. Listen, at the end of the day, I don't really want to poach, but at the same time,
Right.
I have no fucks left to give when it comes to the PDs.
We're not here to please. Like, it's, you know.
If it happens, it happens. So don't be like
the
you
PD's in a little
guys.
turmoil right now too because the election's coming up. You know, it's uncertain.
That's true.
Who's gonna be sheriff? Who's gonna be chief? So
I don't want you
Give me
guys going
Marshall
around.
Wyatt Turner. That'd go hard.
I don't want you guys going around and be like, you want to be emotional, you want to be emotional. Don't do that.
that's not how I operate in general.
Yeah, okay. Just to yourselves, just keep an eye out for people who you think might be good. Even if it's XPD, you know, I'm not talking felons, okay? I'm talking people who just might not be employed right now.
I would be very particular with anybody who I decide to put their name forward.
Especially with these first few hires. Like, we got to get them right.
I'm getting called by Toto Africa.
Oh, God.
Hello, Toto. Oh, you just talked to the construction worker about getting that sign down.
Dark, while I have you, can I please be put on the panel for the observatory?
Hopefully they can,
yes, come.
rip that down.
Wait, we're at a bit of an awkward spot. I wanted people to be able to decorate their dish, but right now it's not possible because it's too cluttered right now, and we can't decorate anymore.
I sent you $25,000. Yes.
So let's get you on the
Hey,
panel.
speaking of dog, isn't Churro 001? Where's Churro been?
Churro's not employed anymore.
Oh, they still have 001.
Listen, I'll go through and I'll clean everything up, okay?
Okay. All right.
All right. What's your state ID?
13904.
All right, you will. Hold on. Where are you? I gotta get rid of some of these people.
Oh,
Craig
give him some
gone,
money.
Is gone.
I mean, I guess I can cut him off some.
I don't see you. Hold on, I'm gonna have a relook at it.
All right, yeah, you could.
Flores, you're on there. There we go.
I'll shift the blame.
Perfect.
BCSO.
All right, I'll get a key copied from Gunner.
All right, sorted down.
By the way, on this, just so I know, because I haven't interacted with it too much.
Africa.
When it comes to this task force, what sort of like extra powers and
It's nothing other than access to those reports.
Okay, so it's not like equipment. They're not deputized.
No.
Well, yeah. Well,
no.
Yeah.
They're not
Nope.
deputized.
Yeah. No. Yeah. Sure. Yep. No equipment. No deputization.
Okay. If they were deputized, it was for that time. I'm not happy that you did that. I'll be honest.
What do you mean?
As in acting on your own without approval from your command.
Okay, yeah.
To play devil's advocate.
Gotcha. Okay, yeah. I should have.
In those cases, do you want him to email you or?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean,
listen. I'll be honest. No one's been deputized before. Nobody.
That's a lie.
Yeah.
When I was DOC, we were deputized and we were hunting down Matthew Colby.
Okay, yeah, you were right.
This was for full-blown terrorism. I don't know what to tell you, Doc. I'd do it again. Okay, I'd do it again.
Noted down. I mean, that deputy marshal position is looking pretty shiny for you right now. If you want
you know.
Hey, we can swap.
you want to swap?
That's fine. Let's go ahead.
Where were we? No, the marshal inquiry test is literally just a report category that is an old one.
Just info. Okay.
Just info.
No special equipment. No thermals. No shotguns.
Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna. My shift has ended. I'll be back around.
Yeah.
I might try and come around later. Or start doing that so I can see you guys more often. Okay. And we'll figure out hiring over the next few days. All right.
Sounds good.
All right, then we gotta figure out that VV stuff too.
Oh fucking hell yeah!
Oh my god!
I'm gonna go sleep in our precious
armory.
Bye bye.
I'm probably gonna have to shoot a bunch of terrorists
All right, chat.
today.
I'll be back.
Oh,
I might
not. No, he just told
keep an eye on Discord for what we're doing tomorrow. I don't know whether D&D's on, so we might be streaming GTA. If D&D's on,
No, of course not.
I might stream it too. But I appreciate you guys hanging out. I'll see you guys tomorrow.
Like you said,
Whether it's D&D or GTA. I appreciate you all. Join the Discord so you know when I'm live. And I'll see you guys then. Goodbye.